Visit ccgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Rogue Deck Build channel. In today's video, we'll be looking at deck from the Denver Regionals 7th place. Adler Pierce actually played this list, and I kind of like it, and I decided to test it and see how good it is. And it is actually very interesting list with the Lycanroc. So pretty much instead of the Jolteon or Pikazacrum, you can also play Lycanroc, or you can play Lycanroc and Buzzwole, or you can play, for example, Buzzwole and Lucario GX. There's multiple options available that you can play. Pretty much standard deck list with 3 copies of Zapdos, with 1 Tapu Koko GX and 1 Tapu Koko Prism Star, 1 Absol and Marshadow, about 4 copies of Jirachi, and in addition to Pokemon lineup, we have Buzzwole and 2 Rockruffs and 1 Lycanroc. The only difference here is that he played one of each Rockruffs, and I decided to go with 2 with the corners because I feel that corner is much more useful. Anyways, so for the Pokemons, there's 15 Pokemons, 10 energies, and 35 trainer cards. I'm not gonna spend too much time explaining the deck because we are all familiar with Zapdos decks. Pretty much standard Electropower, 4 copies of Nazball and 3 copies of Ultra Ball for the Pokemon Surge. 5 switch options, 2 of them are Escape Rope and 3 switch, 2 copies of Rescue Stretchers, 3 Stadiums, 1 Thunder Mountain and 2 Viridian Forest. If you ask yourself why 2 Viridian Forest, mainly because you can have much greater chance to get that fighting energy if it's necessary for you to use it. From tools, 1 Choice Band and 2 Escape Boards. Interesting decision, 2 Escape Boards and 4 Jirachis, but this is the reason why there are also 3 Switch and 2 Escape Ropes with obviously 4 Guzmas. Supporter lineup, 2 Cynthias and then 4 Lillies and 1 copy of Judge with 10 energies, 3 fighting and 7 lighting energies. And yeah, this is the deck list that I'm going to use in today's video, so yeah, make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you already didn't, so see you in the game. Alright, so let's start the battle with Zapdos, Buzzwole and Lycanroc, and let's see how good it will perform in the action. Hopefully I can open the game. Well, I was gonna say I can hopefully open the game with something like Jirachi, but looks like this is not gonna happen, at least not for now. Glicker on the other side, alright, interesting. And the Lycanroc as well. Really interesting to see what type of the deck my opponent will play. Some sort of damage spread deck, I can already see that. Very annoying damage spread decks. So what do we got here? Tapu Lillie turn 1 for Wonder Tag. It might be for Lillie, it might be for Cynthia. I would assume that it will be for Lillie. Alright, so energy, the fighting energy attached to Tapu Koko, which means that I'm probably gonna go with actually Ultra Ball Switch. Seems like a good idea, but it's not that I need to focus on that Tapu Koko. I can also maybe just focus that Rockruff on the bench. And this is actually a good idea. I draw Lillie. So I'm gonna risk with my Ultra Ball here for something like a Jirachi, and then I'm gonna actually play Switch on my Jirachi, and then I will go with Lillie for huge 6 cards. There is a Nazball. Alright, and there will be a Stellar Wish into that Escape Board, so for now that's a very good play. I can also put that Jirachi here, and it looks like I'm gonna be forced to use my Thunder Mountain there and retreat my Jirachi into the Zapdos. So I can hit for 80. I think it was probably not the best idea in the world. I could probably play Escape Probe, but then I would probably see that Tapu Lele coming in the front. And also, okay, so he decided to substitute my Thunder Mountain. Finishing Stinger, if your opponent's active Pokemon has no damage counters on it before this attack does damage, this attack does nothing. Okay, it makes sense. So that's the reason why you need to spread some damage and then you can attack with Gliscor. Really unique deck. Really unique deck. And it's also counter meta for now, at least if we speak about peak run decks. And also with the Shrine you can push the limit with damage spread. Okay, I have Escape Rope and double Guzma, so I'm probably thinking about maybe going on with the Guzma on that Rockruff, potentially Viridian Forest. Alright. Yeah, let's do that. Let's first see actually what we can get with Stellar Wish. Yeah, I used my support card, so I used my supporter card, which basically means that I'm gonna throw out that Rescue Stretcher. I'm gonna rather keep energy instead of the Rescue Stretcher, and we'll go with the knockout. Still, he can't knock me out since he's just hitting for 50 because of the resistance. And then, if I can take the first prize card in the game, that's a big advantage. No doubt about that. We can see probably another fly flip going on. Once my opponent managed to take double knockout, then I can use advantage of the Sledgehammer and strike for 120. Potentially even knocking this Tapu Lele out with a single shot, and another Tapu Lele will be discarded by the Viridian Forest. And I can expect to see another fly flip there. So my opponent really wants to power up that Lycanroc. He feels that he can do some damage with the Lycanroc. And I'm not quite sure if he will be able to do that, because I'm already sitting with that Guzma in my hand. And I will definitely go for the knockout versus Rockruff. But before that, let's see what we can get with the Stellar Wish. We can draw another Escape Board here, which is actually not bad at all. And there we go, Thunderous Assault for the knockout, hitting for 80, that's more than enough for the knockout. And I'm 2 prizes ahead of my opponent, but he can definitely come closer by knocking out those Jirachis. That's for sure. And another round of the fly flip will definitely knock my Zapdos out, plus it will also push a little bit damage onto those Jirachis, meaning basically that the next turn I definitely need to go for the knockout versus Tapu Koko, and I will be able to do that with my Buzzwole. Alright, so that's the knockout. So there is actually no question about putting another Zapdos in play. I'm going with energy attachment, getting rid of that skateboard. I can still use the advantage of the Stellar Wish to grab another Nazball, which basically means one thing. I can put another Zapdos in play, and the most important thing is that I can just retreat onto Zapdos for the knockout. And after that, I'm waiting to see how my opponent can actually respond to that. And next turn, I will just try basically to find 2 more Electropowers so I can potentially knock that Tapu Lele out. Or maybe additional Choice Band as well. Or maybe none of that, because it looks like this is going to be a damage spread once again, and I'm going to lose both Jirachis. Alright. So he managed to get that in place somehow. Luckily I have Switch. Luckily I have a Switch available. So This is the good thing about Zapdos deck. It is very consistent, and you often don't need to worry too much about having actually the specific card that you need at specific moment, as you can see right here. So I'm just down to 2 prize cards. I lost one of my Electropowers from the hand, but I actually needed to do that, and right now he can go for like 70, even hitting for 90. Actually hitting for 90 would be exactly enough for the knockout there. Actually it would not be. So it's still just 70 after resistance. Alright, so basically meaning next turn we're going for another Rockruff. And I'm probably gonna trade... No, I'm just gonna power up that Buzzwole for swing around. Sounds like a good idea. Since I can't knock this Gliscor out, I feel that the big threat might be that Rockruff once again, and I just want to get rid of it with my Thunderous Assault, so my opponent didn't stand a chance to play a single Lycanroc in this game. Neither I had a actually option to do it. And for the following turn, we will definitely go with that Escape Rope. But first with Ultra Ball, quite obviously. Alright, so right now with the Guillotine he can actually knock me out. So that's actually enough for the knockout. With 2 swing around heads on the coin flip, I would knock him out. But I really don't want to take the risk. So there's the first Electropower, and then I'm gonna use my Ultra Ball for Cynthia and one of those Escape Ropes in order to grab myself a Jirachi. Then I'm gonna Escape Rope, and he definitely needs to promote that Tapu Koko, otherwise the game is over. And I'm hitting for now for 110. So I need a couple more resources there. Let's go with a Lillie. Alright, so Nazball. I'm up to 140, 150, so I actually need that Choice Band or a Rescue Stretcher. Which basically means that I have one Ultra Ball, but it's not 100% positive that I will get it with my Stellar Wish. More than that, I'm also gonna grab that energy. So I'm basically going all in here. Electropower. Alright, actually with a Tapu Koko I could probably knock him out. Oh, there's another Electropower. So the risk definitely pays off in this situation. So I have like 3 Electropowers, that's 90 plus 80, that's like 170 if I didn't... okay, so I actually did math correct. So yeah, that's the GG. And I didn't even have a chance to play my Lycanroc, but maybe we will have more options in game number 2, so that's the GG. Okay, back with the game number 2. Let's take a look at the opening hand. Alright, no basic Pokemon. Time to refresh hand and grab 7 new cards. Rockruff, Zapdos, Absol. Really interesting cards in my hand. I also have that Ultra Ball available, which means that I can go for theoretically Jirachi turn 1. Maybe even Marshadow. I see Eevee on the other side of the field. I see Ralts, so I see Sylveon GX featuring Gardevoir GX. And that's gonna be an interesting game. So one Escape Rope in this scenario is the best option to go as it looks right now. But probably my opponent will... Oh, so he didn't get nothing useful. That's interesting. This is even more interesting, because I have no clue which cards I should even discard here, but let's just take the risk with that. Let loose. Basically, I'm going all in here with that Marshadow. Alright, so there's Viridian Forest. And then I'm gonna switch into my Zapdos and judge once again my opponent. And there's Jirachi. Alright. So the reason why I just decided to attach my Choice Band on the Rockruff is mainly because Rockruff can then actually hit for like an extra 30 damage, and with the GX, if my opponent will have 4 Pokemons on the bench, I can go for 230 versus Gardevoir. This is the only reason why I decided to go with that Choice Band on the Rockruff. No other options there. And after Marshadow and Judge, he drew another he drew another Lillie, and there's a Field Blower, so I'm gonna lose, unfortunately, my only available Choice Band. And Magical Ribbon. Alright, so I somehow needs to find a way to knock that Sylveon out. Otherwise, I will probably be surprised by some sort of Acerola Max Potion play. I can already smell that coming. So I will decide to play that Cynthia. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Alright, let's try to do that. Let's see what we can actually find with Stellar Wish. Ultra Ball. And I will be short for like 10, literally, if I decide to attack. So, something tells me that I should go with that Ultra Ball for Jirachi and a Zapdos, where I'm gonna grab myself a... Ooh, Lycanroc has been discarded. Game over, my friends. That's the horrible decision there. And what are the odds that I'm... never mind. We're not gonna get that switch. We only have one switch. Alright, time for another Zapdos. And it's not worth for me to waste, unfortunately, my Electropower here. So I'm just gonna hit for 80. Alright, I thought that I have that Lycanroc, so I can simply grab that Curlia, put it in the front, and knock it out with my Zapdos. That will be amazing play. And right now I'll probably just see Fairy Wind, actually. So no Acerola, no Max Potion play. And that kind of surprised me here, to be honest, because I'm gonna draw 2 prize cards next turn, literally, with that just Electropower play. But actually my opponent can knock me out, so forget about that. Okay, and there is also a Lone Ninetales GX. So, Mysterious Guardians, search the deck for 2 item cards, put them into your hand when you evolve Vulpix. So the first one is a Ultra Ball, Copycat Mimikyu, also additional support for the Fairy decks. Alright, cool, so there's a Ralts on the bench, and a Choice Band. Really useless in this game. Actually, it can serve when against Tapu Koko GX, but otherwise not that good. So if he wants to retreat, he needs to pay 3 energies, but he rather decided to go with the Fairy Wind, quite obvious. And for me, the best thing here is literally just to attach energy and roll with the Cynthia. Oh my goodness, I attached energy onto my Rockruff. Oh, what did I do right now? Okay, never mind. Never mind, luckily I have that. I'm lighting energy in my discard pile, so I simply need to do that. I simply need to get that Tapu Koko in play, and I need to use that Dance of the Ancients. How in the world I just did such a big misplay, but actually it turns up to be good. And we're also going to put that Buzz on the bench, just in case. Dangerous Assault for the knockout. I'm going for 2 prize cards, Jirachi and Lighting Energy. Alright. I mean, the Buzzwole is very useful here. It can Sledgehammer for 120 with a single energy, so why not? I mean, I'm gonna do that definitely. And there's the Anta, so we're probably gonna see. That was Cynthia and Eevee, or that was something else? No, it was Cynthia and something else. Anyways, another Ultra Ball for another Gardevoir, Rare Candy Gardevoir. Seems like a good idea. 230 HP, not super easy for the one-hit knockout. That's for sure. So 120 with Infinite Force. And I'm in a world of trouble. Literally. Literally I am. So one Stellar Wish. And this is just going to be a Nesball play for maybe another. Let it be for nothing. So I'm ready with the Sledgehammer for 120. And I'm just gonna sit and wait here and see if my opponent can actually knocks me out by adding another energy card. And then at least I can have advantage because he can have less energies on another Gardevoir available for attack, especially if he attaches double course energy. This is going to be a very expensive attachment. And there's a Secret Spring. And he decided to attach energy to the Banshee and from hand to the active. So potentially next turn can be a big turn as long as I can find some energies. And maybe Lycanroc, for example. Guzma is not the card that I really want. So Stellar Wish into Lillie, or actually into the Rescue Stretcher in this case. And I'm literally forced here to recycle 2 Zapdos and 1 Lycanroc. It is how it is. In exchange for that Ultra Ball, which needs to be for Guzma in Viridian Forest. And I need to get that Zapdos in play. So I'm hitting for 80. And if I attach another... So 80, that's 230 with Electropower. So 230 with Electropower, Thunderous Assault for 230. And I'm down to 2 prize cards, Escape Rope. Oh my goodness, 2 Escape Ropes. None of these 2 cards are actually useful here. I mean, it all depends how you look at it. I mean, it can be, it cannot be, we'll see. So Secret Spring, he needs just 1 more energy card in order to knock me out. And there's a Rescue Stretcher, which is going to be 4. Alright, full Gardevoir lineup. Another Choice Band and Cynthia. Alright, so if my opponent misses energy, the game is over. But I think he won't miss energy. So 8 and 3 double course energy. So he probably ran 3 more double course energies and maybe 1 or 2. Oh yeah, so he got that double course energy, alright. I cannot even put my Lycanroc in play, because I will lose. But I had really bad draw, that's for sure. Still a wish. For Stadium, or for the Nesball, or for the Rescue Stretcher. Well, let's go for the Nesball. Two more Electropowers. But I don't have Choice Band, so max damage I can hit is like 170. And that's not even close for the one-hit knockout. But with the Lycanroc, following turn I can finish the game. So we will see what's gonna happen. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna risk taking that prize card, or maybe not. I think that was not the best idea. I still run like one more switch. Let's see, Lillie, there is a switch, and there is a Lycanroc as well. So another escape rope. I'm expecting to see Ninetales in the front. Literally just nothing else but the Ninetales. I mean, for now I have week 3 in my hands. I just need any of these two GXs in the front, so I can put another Jirachi that I didn't use Stellar Wish. Use advantage of the Stellar Wish. Do I have to be greedy there? I guess I need. I think I can use Rather and Lillie. Energy attachment to switch to the Zapdos for another Electropower, for Thunderous Assault, and 140. And the next turn, Lycanroc is ready for that. Dangerous Rogue GX and Bloodthirsty Eyes, as long as my opponent won't be able to simply scoop that Gardevoir in his hand. Ooh, and there's also a Wanderer's Labyrinth. Okay, so that means that I'm also gonna need one extra card in addition to that, which needs to be a Stadium card. So are we going all in here? Most likely yes. Because I have Lillie for 6 and then I still have Jirachi for like 6 more, and I will be able to get that Thunderous Assault, that Stadium card. So that was very close, no doubt about that. I can Dangerous Rogue right now for like 100, and I can knock that Gardevoir for the last 2 prize cards. Oof. So definitely Lycanroc at the end was the MVP, and he brings the week 3 on my side of the field. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more videos. Make sure to let me know in the comments below what you think about this deck. Until the next time, have a nice day, and goodbye.